Welcome back. You're watching Politics HQ, Radio News Central Television. To our second conversation, President of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, has constituted the new board of the Niger Delta Development Commission, otherwise known as the NDDC. The move by the Nigerian government comes despite calls from some quarters in the Niger Delta and the general Nigerian populace for the scrapping of the Niger Delta Ministry. Now, President Tinubu had in his initial ministerial portfolios failed to include the Niger Delta Ministry, but later appointed a minister for the region in what has been deemed a duplication of budgets. So the Niger Delta is arguably the most important region in Nigeria's foreign exchange earnings, with swaths of petroleum pipelines located in that part of the country. It, however, has also been a major source of controversy in the country. Glad to say we have joining us to look at the developments. Ibifiri AC Bob Manley is the president of Rivers Entrepreneurs and Investors Forum. He joins us via Zoom from Port Harcourt. Mr. Bob Manley, good evening to you. All right. We also have Chief Okoye Bonobla. He is a legal practitioner and a chieftain of the All Progressives Congress. Barrister, good evening to you.
I can't hear you clearly. Network is bad.
All right. Chuks Emeka also joins us via video link from Lagos. He's an oil and gas analyst. Chuks, good evening to you. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
All right. Okay. If you can hear me, Chief Okoye Bonobla, are you there? What's your take on the appointment made by the NDDC to the NDDC by President Bola? I think I'll ask the question to Chuks Emeka because I'm told that the other guests can't hear us properly. So, Chuks, what's your take on these appointments by the President to the NDDC, to the board and also the management team?
Yeah, the NDDC appointments, and as far as I'm concerned, the appointments are fair. But my challenge is NDDC has been a cesspool of corruption since inception. That was since 23 years now. And it has been a tug of war trying to get the NDDC to fulfill its objectives. Because there is a reason why the NDDC was set up. It was set up primarily to help the Niger Delta areas economically and socially. But we have seen that instead of fulfilling that objectives, what we are only seeing is corruption. So I think the federal government appointing this new breed of the board member and the MD is a new dimension entirely. And I think because why I'm saying this is the MD currently is an expert. He has been in that oil and gas zone for a long time. Samuel Obuku has been there for a long time. So I think with his level of understanding, his level of expertise, which he has gathered over the years, he can be able to drive the NDDC to his conclusion, and at least able to get them to be able to achieve the aims by which it is set up.
Very interesting. Chuks, you've talked about the antecedent of the gentleman put at the helm of affairs at the NDDC, and you've said he's not new to oil and gas business. That's quite interesting. But it could be argued that this is not a business of oil and gas. It's a business of development. You know, you have to create policies. You have to implement policies. You have to have leadership skills. You have to engage with stakeholders from diverse backgrounds, diverse interests, different states. Does he have that ability to deliver?
Please give me the phone.
Chuks, are you there? Can you hear me, please? Yes.
I can hear you well.
Okay, you talked about the man at the helm of affairs of the NDDC. You said he has extensive experience in the oil and gas industry. But what I'm asking you, Chuks, is the leadership of the NDDC goes beyond oil and gas business. It's more about development, and you have to be adept at formulating and implementing policies. you have to be adept at having leadership and people skills because you're dealing with different stakeholders from different backgrounds with different interests across different states. So are you sure he can deliver on these accounts? We seem to be having some usual technical issue. We'll be right back. Stay with us because we have more questions ahead, and I'll try and connect with our guests. Stay with us. Welcome back. It's still Politics HQ, and we're still looking at the recent appointments into the board of the Niger Delta Development Commission by Mr. President Bola Tinubu of Nigeria. I'm glad to say we have Chief Okoye Bonobla, legal practitioner and chieftain of the All Progressives Congress, with us via Zoom. Chief, good evening. Thank you very much for your time. Let's look at the politics of the appointments. It's taken on a political nature. In your state and my state, Cross River State, there were complaints, today. But there are some complaints in quarters around the country that some of those appointed to the leadership of the NDDC are not members, card-carrying members of the All Progressives Congress, or they are APC members who have worked against the interests of the party. Case in point, as I said, members of the ruling All Progressives Congress, your party, in your state, Cross River State, today staged a protest against President Tinubu's appointment of the opposition PDP chieftain in Cross River State, Asu Oku Okang, as a commissioner in the NDDC. We have, for instance, Buma Yayi, who is an executive director, appointed as executive director, finance and admin, representing River State in the NDDC. He's a card-carrying member of the PDP, two-term commissioner of sports in Nyesom Wike's erstwhile administration. Who else can we talk about? We have Tony Okocha, Chief Tony Okocha, who is a chieftain of the APC, but he's perceived to have left the APC for the PDP in River State, with accusations that he worked against the Rotimi Amechi faction of the APC in the last governorship elections. And he also supported the PDP in that election. So what do you say to this political question of the appointments of these people into the NDDC board?
Well, it's uninspiring. It doesn't inspire any confidence. As a result, the APC members in Cross River State are hugely disappointed. We have been asking a lot of questions. Cross River State is the only APC state in the South-South geopolitical zone. So why are they trying to rubbish our governor, Senator Basi Edet Otu, and all of us who supported APC to win the last governorship election? In the National Assembly elections, we won 2 senatorial seats. We won 5 seats in the House of Representatives out of 8, and we had more than the mandatory 25% in the presidential election. So why we are asking, why must they, give us a PDP extremist? Yes, Asu Okang is a PDP extremist who abuse us, who abuse our leaders, ridicule our leaders on Twitter, on Facebook. And as a matter of fact, I know him very well. He even sent, he went to one of my friends who was his schoolmate to tell him to leave me, I shouldn't be my supporter again because I'm in APC. So I'm wondering why he should even take this appointment and why they should give the appointment to him. Like our state has been awarded to Awike, who is the minister of the LCT, who is a PDP chieftain. And we learned that he was the one who nominated ASU. Why must we nominate our representative in NDDC? Why? When we have a sitting governor who is, as a matter of fact, by convention, by the APC constitution, and is the leader of APC in the South-South geopolitical zone. He's supposed to be the point of contact. He's supposed to be the revolving personality in APC to galvanize other non-APC states in the South-South to support APC. So that is the question we have been asking. Why? And we are so disappointed. We keep on seeing this this phenomenon, sort of, even where they don't take account, they don't like to appoint all APC members those who have been there, those who have given all to the party since in 2013, when APC came to be. APC is a merger of three opposition political parties: the defunct ACN, the defunct CPC, the defunct AMPP, and two factions of ABGA and DPP. And in appointments, these elements have been so neglected, with their fun of appointing only people who came from PDP to join APC. We have seen the two ministers appointed already. There were people who joined APC in 2017 and 2021 respectively. And they always ignore the people who have been there when the going was tough.
Yeah.
When APC was put by the Islamic party.
Yes, Barrister, very interesting. I mean, I worked several years in Cross River State, and I remember the days of Hilliard Etta, when we had to struggle to take them on CRBC back in the day. I mean, it's strange that Nyesom Wike's name has popped up in this second conversation, because we just finished talking about him. It's amazing. It's really amazing. And would you say it's because he has interest in the governorship of Cross River State via his friend, Sandy Ono?
Yes, we are very hungry. River State used to be part of the former eastern region of Nigeria, just like Cross River State, just like Bayelsa State, just like Akwa Ibom State. But I can tell you, during the struggle in the 1950s, to create the Ogoja, Calabar, Rivers states from eastern Nigeria, the leaders from the Cross River State and Akwa Ibom component, they led that struggle until 1967, when the federal military government of General Yakubu Gowon created the then southeastern state, which is now the present Cross River State, Akwa Ibom State, and then River State, which is Bayelsa State. So why are they trying to colonize Cross River State? Whereas when we were struggling, when the minorities of the Eastern region were struggling to have their own state, then we had leaders like Dr. Okaripo and Justice Udodoma, who were in the forefront. Okaripo was Secretary General of that movement. Udodoma was President General.
Well, we have to go. Chief Okoye Bonobla, we have to go. Yeah, but you mentioned all the blocks that make up the APC as we speak.
Yes.
You talked about the ACN, the NMPP, the AMPP, the DPP, and so on. But you didn't talk about the NPDP and ex-PDP. I think that's something that maybe you should look at. Because you have.
They were not part of the merger. As a matter of fact, I was the co-secretary of the joint inter-party.
We have to go, sir. We have to go, sir. I'm so sorry about that.
Yes.
Thank you so much for your time. Chief Okoye Obonobla, legal practitioner and chieftain of the All Progressives Congress in Cross River State. Also, Chuks Emeka, oil and gas analyst who joined us from Lagos State. That's the size of our package on Politics HQ.